I know that number sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy to say that 90% of what we know about relationships and how to have a great relationship is not true. But stay with me and I will explain why, and you will see that it is surprisingly true. Well, most of you who are struggling with toxic relationships are looking for the wrong thing in a partner, and you probably have an unhealthy beliefs about what makes a great relationship great. Let's just take a look at this a little bit closer. Well, first of all, we need to take a look at what it even means to have a great relationship and what it is a great relationship. One way of defining and determining if your relationship is great is to look at the positive and negative interactions with your partner. Based on some amazing research by Dr. Gottman and Robert Levenson, the magic ratio between negative and positive experiences between you two should be 5:1. This means that for every negative interaction during conflict, a stable and happy relationship should have 5 or more positive interactions. Now, negative interaction doesn't necessarily mean that there are negative emotions, right? Like anger and upset and so on. All these emotions are completely normal and they are completely human to have. So during any conflict, it's absolutely normal to feel these emotions, and feeling these emotions does not mean it doesn't count as a negative interaction. It only counts as a negative interaction when we are emotionally dismissive or critical towards our partner, or when we are becoming defensive, right? So if your ratio is 1:1 or less, you might be in an unhealthy relationship or even toxic relationship. Now, when we have determined what a good or bad relationship looks like, let's take a look at the second reason why what you think about how to have a great relationship might be actually wrong. Well, most of you confuse drama and push and pull dynamic for passionate love, right? You believe that if you feel this really intense passion and chemistry and attraction, that means that your relationship must be great and you are meant for each other. But it's just not how it works. I'm sorry to say that. This is actually the opposite how it works. And I'll explain why. But to explain it better, let me use this example. So, does this sound familiar to you? You meet someone and you feel that instant connection and that feeling like you have known them just forever. You have super strong attraction and chemistry, and things are great, but then problems start to arise. You start to have these fights and arguments, and relationship becomes just an emotional roller coaster. You're feeling really awesome in one moment, and then you're feeling really down and terribly in the next moment. But you don't want to give up because you remember how great it felt at the beginning, and that how the fact that how you feel must mean that you're meant for each other, right? So you stick with your guns, hoping that things will change one day, but they just get only worse. You end up breaking up, but you still keep in contact. You still talk to each other because you don't want to lose this connection, because you believe this person or you two are meant for each other, right? So maybe times go on and you meet someone new, but you find this new person to be quite boring, and you really start missing your ex. You're missing how you felt with them. You're missing this passion and attraction and chemistry. So you decide to give it one more try, just to end up in a toxic cycle again, right? And these toxic cycles continue on throughout your life, maybe with the same partner over and over again. You're breaking up, getting back together. Meantime, you are meeting some boring partners, boring potential partners, or you just go through these cycles with the new person you meet, and the relationship with the new person starts in a similar way, with a lot of passion and passionate love and attraction and chemistry, and this goes on and on in your life forever, and it never ends. So if this does sound like something you have been experiencing, then you see the passion and chemistry are not what make a good relationship. Yes, like it makes for good fun and great sex, and it feels great in the beginning, but but it absolutely doesn't make for a trusting, safe, and fulfilling, long-lasting relationship. And the craziest thing is that you might even know all these things, and you realize all this what I'm just telling you, but you still go and do it anyway. And I have seen it happen over and over again with the people we work with and with our clients. And I made another video about how this whole love on first sight and instant attraction and chemistry works, and I go more in depth in that video about it. So I recommend you to watch it if you want to know more about it. But in this video now, I just want to quickly go through why is this happening to you. It's because your subconscious mind is in charge of your behavior and of your feelings. You don't even realize it, but your past experiences since you were a child and your past experiences in your past relationships are taking control of your actions in the present moment. Right? Your subconscious mind is in charge. And this is why, even though you know all that stuff, what I just talked about, you still go and do something what completely contradicts that. It's all deep in your subconscious. And this is why you can help yourself and go and fall for the same guy again, and why you just can never stop taking that guy back, even though the relationship with him just hurts you so much. And if you have been struggling with relationships for a long time, you have probably read lots of books about relationships or articles about relationships. You watched a lot of YouTube videos, or even talked to counselors or asked for advice from friends. And you know what? You still end up doing the thing that hurts you anyway. And the reason why none of these things you have tried work is because none of those methods work on the subconscious mind. As I said, the subconscious mind is in charge here, and none of those things are looking at the problem in the subconscious mind, and none of those methods actually deal with the root cause, which is in the subconscious mind. So this is why none of these things will ever help you, and you will be struggling with toxic relationships forever until you decide to use the method that actually does work with the subconscious mind. And working on the conscious and subconscious mind at the same time is what's called the holistic approach, the holistic method. So you work on healing your conscious and subconscious mind holistically, meaning you are considering your rational thinking, your subconscious process, and your feelings in your whole body all together. You treat them as one interconnected system. And we have seen this over and over again, that once people we work with start using these holistic methods to heal, instead of just putting the bandage on the problem, they start truly transforming, and they become a person who would never go back to these old toxic patterns again. And we are literally crushed when we see those people trying these methods that do not really work, wasting all that money, time, and effort just to end up hopeless, completely giving up on relationships, or settling for a relationship that's a miserable one. So without healing yourself holistically, you will keep struggling, and you'll keep struggling in relationships where you never feel safe, and you are constantly on the edge of breakup and emotional breakdown, where thanks to the constant stress and constant insecurity, it starts taking a toll on your health. And many of you have probably already noticed how you are constantly tired and without energy, and doesn't matter how long you sleep or how many coffees you drink, you have headaches, you have chronic back, neck, or shoulder pain, and it's just getting worse and worse. I know what I'm talking about. I had the same thing. I went through the same things too. And I don't mean to scare you, but Until you deal with the cause of the issue and do the holistic inner work, you will feel only worse until you will have serious health issues. And not only that, you will keep meeting the same guy, the same woman, going through the same cycles of drama and misery over and over again. Simply because your baggage just doesn't disappear by itself. It only gets heavier and heavier as the time goes on. But if you decide to heal using those holistic methods that actually work and deal with the cause of the problem, your transformation will mirror everything back to you. You will have the strength and confidence to finally disconnect and end toxic relationships, and you will start attracting completely different men or completely different women, so you can finally experience the conscious love you want. And you will have a great time together, feeling secure, appreciated, where you will go for amazing vacations and you will have great memories together, where you can finally start thinking of creating a family. That's worth it, right? And because my girlfriend Michaela and I believe that healing relationships is the way to heal the whole world, we have decided to share free training about what we call the 5 shifts you need to make to be able to heal yourself holistically. So your life can get only better and better and better, just like a ripple effect. Right? Just like when you throw that pebble in the water and you see those waves going all the way to the end of the lake. This is what will happen in your life. So there are limited spots available. So if you want to watch it, if you want to watch the training, you need to act really fast. And you need to click the link around this video somewhere. Also, we do realize that every person is different, and so every relationship is different, and we do realize that you might need our personal help with your specific situation. And if you do, then we have something for you too. We have set aside some time to speak to you personally about how we could help you to do the inner holistic work, to heal, and finally end toxic relationship cycles. This call is for free, and there is no charge whatsoever. But the catch is that we do not decide to work with everyone we talk to, because we want to be completely sure we are a good fit to work together and that we can actually help you get where you need to get. You see, we only choose to work with around 1 in 5 people we talk to. And if we are not a good fit and we decide on the call that it's not a good fit to work together, that's fine, it happens. We'll point you in a right direction anyway. So either way, you will get the most clarity that you have gotten in a long time about what you should do about your relationship situation. So if you want to talk, just book the free consultation using the link below this video. Just click the link and it will take you to a page where you can schedule the call, and on that call we'll talk and we'll make a game plan exactly step by step what should be your next action to end the cycles of toxic relationships and to heal. And that's it for today's video. I'm Martin, relationship coach and embodiment facilitator from Milimar Holistic Healing and Coaching. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll catch you next time. Sending love to all of you. Bye bye.